starting, and we are going to go over the shark skill here. The shark skill is used for lower body agility and neuromuscular control. And when you're doing this test, what you want is to have a 3 by 3 foot square divided into 9 squares. And when we're looking at the square, if you want to zoom in on the square, just to kind of identify it, this is going to be square 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And that'll kind of help us to distinguish a pattern once we actually describe the test. So our test subject here, Juan, he's going to stand at number 5. And part of the rules for this test is Juan is going to keep his hands on his hips the entire time. And then we're going to test each leg by itself. So he'll start off with right leg, balancing on his right leg, and then we'll have him test on his left leg. The pattern is so starting with the right, he's going to come up to 1, and then he has to return back to 5. Every time he goes to a new box, he has to return back to 5. So it'll go 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 9, 5. And another crucial part of the test is that he has to touch every single square in that order, or it's an error. If he steps on a line, that is an error. Or if he loses balance and he has to touch down with the opposite leg, that's an error. If his hands come off the side of his hips, that's an error. We'll do 2 trials for the test, but before we actually take the time test, I like to have this test subjects go through it with each foot, a little bit of practice just to kind of get the rhythm. So go ahead, Juan, and just do a practice session for us in the rhythm. Good. And then I would have him also practice that on the left foot. Once the test begins, we need 2 people to help out. One would be the timer. So basically, we're testing for how fast this test subject can go through the pattern, as well as how many errors will they commit. And the goal is to not commit a lot of errors. So basically, I would be here with my timer. So Juan, go ahead and get ready to go with that right leg. Again, hands on our hips, balancing on our right leg. I would have another tester, ideally, looking for errors, but just because of how many people we have, I'll do the errors as well. So Juan, when you're ready, I'll go on your mark. Time. All right, and that is the shark skill. I would have Juan go through it on the left leg, and we give him 2 trials. And that is it.